Life sometimes leaves us feeling drained after spending time with certain people, not because they take our money or possessions, but because they take our peace, clarity, and even our sense of self. Stoic philosophy teaches us that the greatest battles aren't fought on distant battlefields, but in the quiet moments of choice, who we allow into our space, whose voices we let shape our thoughts, and whose needs we serve at the expense of our own. Recognizing these seemingly small requests and learning to protect our energy is key to living a strong, centered life. Let's begin. 1. Guard your energy. Like a sacred fire, your energy is one of the most precious resources you have. It fuels your passions, drives your goals, and gives you the strength to navigate life. Yet there are people who don't see it as sacred. To them, it's just another resource to be taken, used, and discarded without a second thought. These people will constantly ask for your time, attention, and emotional labor without considering the toll it takes on you. At first, you might think it's just part of being a good friend or a compassionate person, but self-sacrifice is not the same as kindness. The Stoics understood this well. True generosity is not about giving everything to others until you have nothing left. It's about knowing when to protect your energy and direct it toward things and people that help you grow, rather than depleting you. Think about it. When you freely give your energy to those who feel entitled to it, you leave yourself with nothing. Your dreams lose momentum, your passions fade, and your sense of self begins to diminish. The people who truly value you will never demand more than you can give. They will respect your boundaries, honor your limits, and understand that a relationship should be about balance, not sacrifice. It is not selfish to say no. It is wise to protect your energy, your peace, and your time. When you guard your energy, you create the space to focus on what truly matters, your goals, the people who support you, and the passions that set your soul on fire. Recognize who drains you and who uplifts you, and choose to invest your energy where it truly belongs. 2. Do not compromise your principles. Your principles are the foundation of who you are. They shape your decisions, guide your actions, and give you the strength to stay true to yourself in a world full of distractions and temptations. When you compromise your principles, even in small ways, you begin to lose a piece of yourself. It might start with a little concession here and there. Just this once, it's no big deal. But every time you bend your values, you weaken your integrity. The Stoics understood this well. Marcus Aurelius famously said, "If it's not right, do not do it. If it's not true, do not say it." These aren't just words. They are a call to live with integrity, no matter how hard it might be in the moment. Your principles are not negotiable. They are what keep you grounded, what allow you to face the world with clarity and confidence. When someone asks you to compromise, whether it's in business, friendships, or family, it's not just about that one request. It's about the slow erosion of who you are and what you stand for. Compromise might seem like an easy way to avoid conflict, but it chips away at your character, your confidence, and your sense of self. True strength lies in standing firm, even when the world pressures you to give in. The people who truly respect you will never ask you to betray your principles. In fact, they will admire your commitment to your values, even when it's difficult or inconvenient for them. So when faced with a request that challenges your core beliefs, ask yourself, is this worth compromising my integrity? If the answer is no, then stand firm. You'll not only preserve your values, but you'll also honor yourself. 3. Beware of those who manipulate. There's a quiet danger in the presence of manipulators, a subtle erosion of your self-worth and energy that often goes unnoticed until it's too late. These people don't announce themselves with red flags or loud demands. Instead, they come in softly, disguised as friends, mentors, or even loved ones. They learn your fears, your desires, and the wounds you hide. Then they use this knowledge to gain control over you. Manipulation is a slow poison. It doesn't show its effects immediately, but over time, it leaves you feeling drained, confused, and questioning your own instincts. Manipulators make you feel responsible for their happiness, and before you know it, you're giving your time, your resources, your energy, believing it's just part of being a compassionate person. But here's the reality: manipulation takes without giving back. It preys on your kindness, twisting it into a sense of obligation, and slowly, your self-respect begins to fade. The Stoics understood that boundaries are essential for protecting your peace. Seneca warned against those who seek to exploit your goodwill, and Marcus Aurelius reminded us that we should never surrender our minds to those who seek to distort our reality. You are not responsible for someone else's emotional baggage or happiness. You have the right to protect your energy and say no when you feel drained or used. So how do you recognize manipulation? Pay attention to how you feel after spending time with someone. Do you feel energized, supported, and valued? Or do you feel empty, confused, and like you've given more than you've received? Trust your instincts. Your kindness is not a weakness, and it should never be exploited. When you spot manipulation, set your boundaries firmly and protect your peace. You'll find that when you stop allowing others to drain you, you begin to attract people who truly respect you and value your energy. 4. Do not let others diminish your dreams. In a world full of people, there are always those who may try to discourage you, who might not understand the size or depth of your dreams. They may tell you to be more realistic, to aim lower, or to settle for something safer. Their words, though often wrapped in concern or skepticism, are rooted in fear. Fear that your ambition is too big or too bold. But here's the thing, dreams are not meant to be practical. They are meant to challenge you, to push you towards something greater than yourself, to spark growth and evolution. When someone questions or tries to diminish your dreams, they're often projecting their own limitations and fears onto you. They see your boldness, and it reminds them of their own reluctance to pursue something bigger. But your dreams are yours, and no one else has the right to decide how big they should be. The Stoics understood this well. Marcus Aurelius believed that a life lived in accordance with one's purpose, no matter how audacious it seemed, was a life worth living. Your dreams, no matter how far-reaching, are part of what makes you unique. Don't let others shrink them down to fit their own level of comfort. Guard your dreams fiercely, because when you protect them, you protect your sense of self, your potential, and your future. The people who truly support you will never tell you to scale back your dreams. Instead, they will encourage you to grow into them, to face the challenges, and to overcome the doubts. Surround yourself with those who believe in your potential, especially when your own confidence falters. These are the people who will help your dreams come alive, not by doing the work for you, but by believing in you as you take each step toward them. When you find yourself questioning your dreams because of others' doubts, remind yourself of why you dream big in the first place. Dreams are meant to challenge the limits of possibility and show us who we can become. Keep moving forward and never let anyone else's fear shrink your vision. You are the only one who can truly define your path. 5. Do not surrender your identity for others. In life, there will be moments when people try to mold you into something you're not. It could be a family member, a friend, or a colleague who asks you to change your beliefs, your values, or even your personality to fit their expectations. At first, it might seem harmless, just a little adjustment here or there. But here's the reality. Every time you change who you are to make someone else comfortable, you lose a part of yourself. Your identity is sacred, and it's not meant to be shaped by others. The Stoics understood that we are responsible for our own lives, our own actions, and most importantly, our own sense of self. Epictetus famously said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." When you allow others to dictate who you should be, you give away your freedom. Your true self gets buried under their desires and expectations. The Stoics teach us that being true to who we are is essential for living a fulfilling and meaningful life. It's easy to get caught up in trying to please others, to fit into the molds they create for us. But remember, you are unique and no one has the right to define you but you. Changing yourself to fit someone else's idea of who you should be is a trap that leads to inner conflict, confusion, and a loss of purpose. So stand firm in your identity. Protect it. Don't let anyone convince you that you need to be something you're not to gain their approval or love. The people who truly care about you will embrace you for who you are, not for who they want you to be. True love, friendship, and respect are built on authenticity, not conformity. By staying true to yourself, you allow others to see you for who you truly are, and you create space for those who appreciate you in your entirety. Your identity is your power. Don't give it away. Live authentically, and the right people will be drawn to you. 6. Be mindful of superficial relationships. Not all relationships are created equal, and not all connections are worth your time. There are people who come into your life not because they want a deep, meaningful bond, but because they seek something from you, your company without your substance. These are the relationships that stay on the surface, avoiding vulnerability and true connection. They're more about convenience than mutual growth. The Stoics valued authentic connections, the kind that challenge you to grow, help you see the world differently, and support you in your journey. Real relationships go beyond small talk and surface-level pleasantries. They require honesty, openness, and a willingness to share your true self. When you offer this kind of connection, you invite others to do the same. It's not about quantity, but quality. When you spend time with someone who only takes and never gives, it feels draining. You're left with nothing but the feeling that you've invested without return. True relationships nourish you. They help you grow, inspire you, and make you feel seen for who you really are. These are the connections that feed your spirit, not those that leave you feeling empty. As you move through life, take notice of the relationships that truly enrich you. Ask yourself, do these people add to my life or take from it? Don't settle for superficiality. You deserve deep, balanced connections with people who value you as much as you value them. Surround yourself with those who challenge you to be the best version of yourself and let go of those who don't. When you do, you'll find yourself surrounded by relationships that are meaningful, reciprocal, and deeply fulfilling. If you found this lesson valuable, be sure to subscribe to the Stoic Beacon YouTube channel to continue exploring Stoic philosophy and applying it to your everyday life.